My favorite thing to do in Northampton is every morning I walk all the way down into Northampton, all the way to the Bridge Street School. And I sometimes do it 3 times a day now because my grandson goes to the Bridge Street School. But I love this walk into downtown Northampton, and I love doing it. And I love the organizational diversity that I experience. I see the students at Smith College. I go past the Helen Hills Chapel, past the old St. Mary's, past Edwards Church, and remember the Advent Walk days that we all did together. I stop at State Street, get my newspaper, the Gazette. I then head down towards the homeless shelter where the homeless are in the wintertime. I love the bookstores in Northampton, so sometimes I'll go over to Broadside Books. I love the coffee shops. There's nothing better than Woodstar and Haymarket along the way going through Northampton. I love the fact that you have organizations like Safe Passage in downtown Northampton, Tapestry Health, where my wife works, and you have the Needle Exchange program here. It's this rich diversity. First Churches has almost 13 AA groups to go in and out of the church and OA groups to go in and out of the church. Steph has her Cathedral in the Night, and there's a lot of people just out in front of First Churches when you go down there. There's Kathy Cross, where all my 4 girls have shopped over the years. And then there's Harold's, where they've worked and given me free ice cream, Judy.
It's okay. Special friend.
And then I finally make my way to the Pioneer Valley's Worker Center to stop in and see how they're doing, and then over to the WHMP to be with Bill Newman every Thursday. And what I like about Northampton so much is this tapestry of organizational diversity all next to each other. Lawyers, offices, next to the homeless center. All these different groups that are all right closely packed together. So I just hate it when people say things like, well, the merchants are angry with the street people and the street people are angry with the merchants. Because I just see all of Northampton, and I love it so much as this web, this tapestry that's woven together in such a beautiful way. And the entire city, from the start, the way this city was conceived in this big comma by the early settlers, the way the people in 1850 all the way to the turn of the century built these enormously beautiful, beautiful buildings that make that huge, wonderful setting for why I think Northampton is the most attractive city in America.
Thank you, Peter.
But I have 2 concerns. 2 concerns, and I'm going to share them with you because I know I'm going to get some feedback tonight. One is the street people on the street of the sidewalks. You know, those sidewalks, they were built by the same people that built the Academy of Music and City Hall. They're beautiful sidewalks, and I believe everyone has access to the sidewalks. But the street people, a lot of my people who have attended First Churches have actually ended up on the street. And so some of the street people that you don't like were in Sunday school with my Sunday school teachers at First Churches. And some of the even adults that are out there were part of the staff of First Churches. And so we all have connections to these street people that run deep. And I've said, since I've been in Northampton, that anyone who doesn't have a place to go when they have a funeral can always have their funeral in First Churches. And I've always been available. Oh, sorry. And the other is the Pioneer Valley Worker Center and the issue of immigrants. I've got to talk about this just for a minute. The mayor met with about 45 undocumented immigrants last week, and they were so scared They were so scared. People from El Salvador, people from Nicaragua, people from El Salvador. They were so scared about being exported. The ICE, they're terrified, terrified. It's just heartbreaking to be in a room with 45 undocumented immigrants and to see their fear and their terror as to what ICE is doing in our country today. And we've got to be able to support them.
Once